What is up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia, and today I have my empties for the month of October to share with you. I've been working hard to get through some things, but I still have lots of open clamshells, so over the next couple of months you're probably going to see a lot of empties for me, but it's just me finishing off things. So speaking of finishing, let's talk about the non-wax items first, and then we'll delve into the wax. So we'll go over these quickly. So I finished up 2 oils. I finished up Gingerbread Dreams, and I'll put the notes below. This was from a holiday wax collection, probably 2022 or 21. I'm working through my old things. And then I also finished up a Roses and Romance. And this is like a floral rose with a bit of a sweetness. And not really my style scent, but I would use this in the bathroom on days that I go to work. All right, I put a pink bulb in one of my warmers, just trying to use up some pink bulbs because it's not really my thing. I finished up some fluffy fleece dryer discs, so those are excellent. I love fluffy fleece in laundry. I'm okay with it in wax, but I love it in the laundry. And unfortunately for me, I did not get anything in the recent whatever sale they had. I got on around 25 after, I believe. I was in the queue for a while. I was at work when it was going on. Vanilla Waves had already sold out, so I was a little bit bummed about that. I started putting some random things in my cart, saw the Ruby Nectarine, got really excited, put a bunch in, saw the Walnut Raisin Muffin, got really excited, tried to put some in, and then they just left. So I just decided for the other few little piddly things that I had, it wasn't worth putting an order through. So unfortunately for me, no order, but maybe that's the Scentsy wax gods telling me I don't need any more wax. My husband also used up a fluffy fleece dryer disc. He really loves that scent, which is kind of odd because it's a little bit more mature feminine, but anyway, it smells so good in laundry though. If you want a nice smelling laundry scent, try fluffy fleece, or another double F, try Fiji flower. There's a lot of Fiji flower. Whenever I put this in our laundry rotation, it gets compliments from my husband every time. He loves this. He sometimes says, I don't know why you hold out on me. I want my laundry to smell good. So I think this one is consistently stronger smelling for longer. So that's why he comments. All right, I finished up 2 hand soaps. I finished up Tinselberry, which my husband did not like and Erica did not like. So I pretty much finished this mostly myself. Strawberry, cranberry, cinnamon, and sweet sugar. It is very sweet, and I do have a hand cream that I'm finishing off slowly in my purse. Yeah. I'm not a huge strawberry person, so it's just okay for me. And this one is really nice. It's invigorating. It feels very spa-like. It is Just Breathe. And this is currently available. Eucalyptus, lemon, and mint. So that's a good one. I would repurchase that. For shower-related, body-related items, I finished up an old packaging of Jammy Time and a body cream of Jammy Time, which I love the body creams. I'm sad that they're no longer available. I think I do have one more. Now, for me personally, Jammy Time is not a scent that I enjoy. I shouldn't say that. I'm okay with it, but it's not one that I say, oh, I can't wait to warm Jammy Time. No, but I've grown more fond of the scent over time. So that I'm happy for. But do I want my body to really smell like Jammy Time? No, not really. But Drew smells really nice, so I think I'll finish off my last Jammy Time products on Drew, and then I'll decide if I'm going to repurchase or not. All right, so before we move on to the wax, I have 4 sets of pods. I have Swirling Snowflakes from October of 2022. This was in the Holiday Wax Collection in 2022, and this is a beautiful scent, but man, the pods were light. The throw was very minimal, unfortunately, for me. So I'll put the notes below in case you're interested in what they are. Cranberry Orange Cider Pods. These performed fairly well for a long time. So I am happy to say I got some of my money's worth out of this. Oh, Cranberry Orange Cider. I'll put the notes below. It's a nice festive-y kind of scent. Is that a word, festive-y? I don't know. I don't think it is. These were the highlight of my month, probably even over wax. I just loved these. They are pods of Bright Cider Life, and I have another 2 packages, and I put them right back in. When these were done, I put the new ones in, and then I think they're all gone. So I do love the scent Bright Cider Life. I do not have it in my club, but I am fortunate enough to be able to access it through my friend Patricia. She has some scents in her club that we kind of share, and I do the same for her, although it seems one-sided because I'm doing all the taking and she's not really taking from me, so we'll get it figured out eventually. All right, so let's talk about wax. What I usually do is start with the current items. And sometimes I've been watching videos and I love the way people do it. They talk about where they warmed it and then they do the wax like that. And sometimes I'm thinking, should I do that? But I kind of warm things wherever. So I don't know if that's a good approach, but I'll try to tell you where I warmed things. Now let's start off with this mix that I did. And I really liked this mix. I don't know why I did it. Maybe it's just because I had one tester of each, but I mixed a tester of cranapple crumble, which let me look up the notes for you. Obviously it's cranberry and apple type thing. Baked cran apple, brown sugar, whipped cream. Okay, this mixed with pumpkin cinnamon swirl. So pumpkin cinnamon swirl, fresh pumpkin, cinnamon stick, and whipped icing. These were so nice together. I would definitely do this again. So maybe give this a try and see what you think and let me know. Cran apple crumble, pumpkin cinnamon swirl. Okay, really nice combo. Seem to last a while too. All right, actually, I think I'm just gonna put that in here. All right, let's keep going. I have everything written down so I can refer down to it. So if you see me look down, that's why. All right, scents of the month. I finished a Christmas cookie. This is upcoming scent of the month for November. So depending on when you're watching this, you may be able to get this right now. It's baked gingerbread, sparkling orange, holiday pine trees. I get all of those notes on cold. However, on warm, I mostly get a underlying complex bakery tone, like a cookie warm bakery tone. I don't really get tree, but it might be there, but it's just a whisper if I get it. I don't really get orange, especially on warm, but this I enjoyed, but it was very light for me. So I think putting the rest of the bars aside that I have, and maybe, you know, even this type of scent would be really good in the months of January and February. Probably a nice bedroom scent for me. So I don't really get the tree, but I definitely smell it on cold, which is strange. Now the reason I might be okay with this, and some other people might be more okay with this than others, is if you've smelled vendor wax, they're very much into like tree cookies and bakery with tree and that kind of combination. So maybe that's Scentsy's trying to branch out a little bit. I would stick to small to medium spaces for that. Vanilla chestnut. This is scent of the month for October. And this one, I don't have the notes, but it was because I finished it last month at the very end and I hadn't done my tester Tuesday. So let me flip on over. It says creamy chestnuts, sugared spice, vanilla woods. So for me, it reminded me of a little bit of vanilla suede. Something about it is a touch masculine and deep like that vanilla suede, but a lot like fallen leaves? Anyway, it's one of those earthy, slightly spicy, rich scents that last a long time at about a medium light. So this would be good if you needed something in your open space that wasn't, you wanted it to last and you didn't have time to change your scent, but you didn't want it to blow you out. This might be a good option. All right. Okay, Honey Crisp Harvest. Now this is one of those frustrating scents because it's so nice, but it doesn't last very long for me. So this one is Honey Crisp Apple, Fresh Pear, and Warm Musk. I finished this one off in my storage room and it was so beautiful there. I loved it, but I think I left it going maybe a day to 2 days. And you might think, well, that's actually pretty good, 2 days, but it was probably more like a day and a half. But in that small space, things really linger and last a long time. So I don't know. I find like it goes and then it's done. So unfortunately for me, probably not a repurchase, but kind of a bummer. This is a new release for this season, Gingerbread Pecan Waffles. This would be a good scent for me to use in my big area because it was strong enough to do well there. And I would probably even use it in my big area in my old place. So the notes on this are gingerbread waffles, molasses, and roasted pecans. I don't really get a lot of molasses. The molasses note in Evil Queen is very prominent. It is less so here. So it's more of a pecan waffle kind of scent with a gingerbread undertone that is very muted. So this is a really beautiful scent. Well worth the chance of picking it up and giving it a try. So it would be a repurchase for me. Now this one is Vanilla Amber. It is also a new release, and this is probably everyone's favorite new release, not probably mine. And you're thinking, Patricia, you love vanilla scents. And yes, I do. But I think what it is the amber. I do not love the amber part. The only scent I truly love amber in is Marshmallow Mint. That scent just brings me to a billowy place of happiness. This one, it's just a little too vanilla body care. I think I like my vanillas to be very much of an edible or simple vanilla, and this is a very fancy vanilla. I describe this as the pastry chef is bringing you out a beautiful vanilla concoction with a lot of creme anglaise, and then she has a beautiful smell with her. So, and this one is a very good performer. So on the plus side, if you want a vanilla that you can smell well and lasts a while, I would definitely give Vanilla Amber a try. Just go into it knowing it is not a true bakery. Ironically, I finished all 5 wax bars of the holiday wax collection. So let's talk about those. The first one is Bundle Up, Sandalwood, Mandarin, Vanilla Orchid. So it's a little bit of a light bedroom, beautiful, calming, relaxing kind of scent, but pretty in nature. Not overly perfumey because that vanilla kind of creams it out. However, it is very, very light. I would say if you have a small bedroom, this should work just fine. Or even really nice in a baby's room, I think. Because babies, well, not now. I was going to say babies' rooms tend to be smaller, but now everything in life is big, big, big. But yes, and maybe Bundle Up is very fitting. Babies, bundling, anyway. Yeah, if you have a baby's room, this would be really nice. You could put it in an element warmer and just load up the cubes and let it go for a few days, and it would be a light, gentle scent in the air. All right, this is my favorite of the bunch by far, Ginger Cookie Crunch. This is a club scent for me. I love it so much. Crystallized ginger, nutmeg, and vanilla bean. So ginger can be biting, sharp, fiery. I don't really get that like a fresh ginger. When you grate it into things. It's really nice fresh ginger grated just a little bit into a carrot cake or something like that. Dried ginger kind of gives a gentle warmth to a baked good. And I feel like crystallized ginger gives it kind of like a fancy meld of both. Like it's the warmth with the tiniest sweet bite. Okay, tiny. But this doesn't really smell like the crystallized ginger. It's got the sweetness, but I don't find it has a fiery bite. It's just really, really nice. It says nutmeg. I'm going to take their word for it. This is just one of those vanilla scents that I really enjoy. So maybe give it a try if you like vanilla-based scents with a twist. And I would say about a medium intensity for me. All right, Frosted Fantasy. This would be, oh, 1 second. It's not a Scentsy video if you don't drop something. So I have Frosted Fantasy. I was just going to say this is a bathroom scent for me. Trying to be good about telling you where I warm this. So this is it's kind of like a fresh scent. Let me look up the notes. Bergamot, Snowdrop Blossoms, and Cedarwood Cottage. It's a nice scent, but it's not one that wins me on scent appeal that I have to warm it. It's just one of those scents. I have it. I warm it to use it up. It was fine. I enjoyed it. About a medium intensity, medium longevity. Moving on with my life. So that is Frosted Fantasy. All right, so the next one is one that I would definitely buy lots of. However, I'm trying to be good. But I do really enjoy this scent. It is Holiday Market. So this is a fruity scent of the bunch. So Holiday Market has notes of pink grapefruit, pomegranate juice, allspice. I would say check, check, check. If you're scared of grapefruit scents, I feel like the grapefruit in this gives it the strength that it has because it's nice and strong, but it melts well with the pomegranate. So if you're scared of grapefruit, you might still be okay if you like pomegranate. But this is a strong scent, good for big areas. Probably good if you have a challenging area. This one might do well for you. Let me just, there's something floating around in here. Sometimes at the corners, there's these little wax things. At least it helps you smell it when you open it up. So that would be a repurchase. I might still even buy more. We'll see. Winter Twilight. This is a one and done for me, but it's more of a calming, clean, a little bit soapy leaning scent. So the notes on this one, do I have it? Yes. Crisp mint, lemon peel, and warm amber. Again, we have some amber, so maybe that's why it's not a home run, because I do enjoy mint. I feel like the mint on this one was almost like a spearmint wintergreen combo, and then there's a little bit of a soapy lean and a tiny bit of elderly person lean, but it reminds me of a soap that you might smell that doesn't smell too soapy. It smells more like a fresh, something in the hotel kind of soap. Winter Twilight. I think it's the mint that does that. All right, these are old flat bottoms, and you may be able to guess what it is from the sweat, but it is a currently available scent, because it's returned as part of a collection, and it is Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. So this one has notes of gardenia, musk, blood orange, and satsuma plum. I don't get a lot of the gardenia, but this is a really good transition scent, especially this time of year as the days are still nice and bright. Some of them are warm, some of them are getting on the chilly side of things. This is a really nice scent to put in the warmers. It's about a average longevity, but you can get a lot of that plum. And Lisa Roberry talks about this being a mimic to sweet plum pastry, and I would say take out the pastry lean that one has and put a floral lean on this, and you almost have the same scent. So one is more of a floral lean, and sweet plum pastry is leaning towards bakery. But say you were desperate and you needed something, you could probably add a vanilla bean buttercream or sugar cookie or ginger cookie crunch or something like that to this, and you might get away with a sweet plum pastry approximation. Worth a try if you love that scent. All right, the next one we have is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, A Griswold Christmas. So the notes on this are fir balsam, winter pear, holiday spice. Fir balsam dominant. The pear brings a sweetness. And somebody said that their family member thought this smelled like lime, I believe they said. And I can kind of see that now that they said that. But I definitely get a ton of balsam and then a sweetness. Now, this is a scent that you want to put in a big area and just let her rip. Let her rip, and wherever you put your tree or your artificial tree, this would supplement or, be a sneaky surprise that you don't have a true tree, because this one does smell very tree-like to me. I think you probably have to like trees to pick that one up. But a good performer. Unfortunately, longevity is not with a lot of those scents. Sometimes they tend to die off. So about a day is what I would get from that one. All right, the next two are from the Walt Disney Resort Signature Treats Scentsy Wax Collection. I love saying that and seeing if I can remember it because it's such a long name. So the first one we have is the controversial Churro So Sweet. I warmed this for Tester Tuesday and made some samples for my customers. Now, you might be thinking, well, Patricia, didn't people not like that one? Why would you put those to your customers? Because some people don't smell the weirdness, some people do. And I would rather send my customers samples and have them know if they're a good smelling Churro So Sweet person or I don't like this Churro So Sweet rendition person before they purchase a collection. So the notes on this one are fried dough and cinnamon sugar. It really smells to me like an earthy, dusty scent, like almost like they were doing a photo shoot and they didn't really care if the churro was actually a churro. It's something that's fried, and they're like, okay, now we have to dust it in the cinnamon sugar for the photo shoot, and they're thinking to themselves, we don't have cinnamon, we don't have any cinnamon, we'll just go get some dirt and we'll dust it in some dirt. That's what I get. Very earthy, but not like a wet dirt, a dry dirt. All right, the next one is Fruit and Hazelnut Waffle Delight, and I love the packaging on these. Hazelnut spread, fresh blueberries, red strawberries. This is so nice. I was really pleasantly surprised. I don't get a chocolate note with this. I warmed it in my big area, I warmed it in the storage area, and I made a few samples. I only had to finish off the one cube I had left. Now, in my video, I said that I only left it in the storage area for 2 days. But actually, that was a lie because I never took it out. And so I just put it on again. And now I think we're on day 4. So I can still smell it a little bit, but I'll probably take it out. So this is an A+ for me. I don't think I'm going to repurchase, but I think I have, these 2 sets and 1 other bar. So I think I'm good with that. And I would love to see those show up in clearance at some point with, separate. And unfortunately, I think that the Churro So Sweet is going to make that set not sell very well because people are going to be nervous. Maybe the general public that doesn't watch YouTube videos might not know, but if you watch YouTube videos, you're probably going to be a little nervous to see if you're a Laurel or a Yanny. Or, I forget, years ago there was I saw a gold dress, I saw a white dress or something. I can't remember. Last but not least, I finished a brick of Butterscotch Brittle. Now, I do not like this scent at all. The notes on this are peppermint, butterscotch, buttery caramel, creamy vanilla. Man, I wish there was way more creamy vanilla in here. I get a strange tone from the peppermint that comes off as kind of like an acetone or something weird mixed with those other notes. And I thought to myself, do you see a lot of mint, caramel, and butterscotch together? No, you don't, because they don't go together the greatest, in my opinion. And just the type of peppermint that they used in this really clashed for me with the other notes. So I put on Instagram, I was willing to send this to whoever liked butterscotch brittle, and I did find a beautiful viewer across the continent in the United States. So hopefully she likes this. She knows who she is. I actually took, I think I had about a third left, maybe a little more than a third, not quite a half. So I took it out of this because it has a couple of cracks and it's fully broken. And I put it in a polypropylene bag and I sent it off. So that's it for that. I'm happy to see that gone. Excuse me. Now let's talk about things that are no longer available. And once a long time ago, either on my video or some other beautiful YouTuber video, somebody in the comments said, why do you talk about stuff that's not available? I can't get it. And the reason we do that is because you never know when this is going to show up. Flash sales, clearance sales, surprise bundles, you name it, they'll show up. Returning scents, which we will talk about in the last question of the video, okay? Remember, we'll be talking about things that are no longer available. But here I have a brick of maraschino sugar cookie. And not to be negative, but I didn't really like this. Now, most people love this. I'm just one of those strange people that don't. So this has notes of sugar, cookie dough, vanilla, and maraschino cherry glaze. Now, I did cheat just a little bit and give some to my friend Patricia. I think I only had like 3 cubes, so I gave her 2. And I just finished the 1 cube in the boys' room, and oh my gosh, it was really not good for me. And I also had another viewer that said it makes her feel bad every time I talk about maraschino sugar cookie and that I don't like it. So this is the last time you're going to hear me talk about it. When I do my end of the year video about this, I won't say that I don't like it, but you'll know. Well, let's talk about the testers I worked on first, because what I usually do is I go through what's returning, what's not coming back, that's like permanently retired, and I try to worm through those testers because there's no sense hanging on to them. And I can't give them to customers because I don't want them to fall in love with something and then have them say, oh, sorry, you can't get it. So I warmed a Palo Santo and cinnamon in the storage room, and this was Palo Santo, Italian bergamot, clove leaf, cinnamon bark. I remember liking that last year, and this year I'm just like, about a medium intensity for that. I finished up Christmas Cuddles, which was from the year that I became a consultant, I believe December of 2018. And I remember every time I see this scent, it makes me think of my wax friend Shannon here on YouTube and Instagram. She goes by Smiles Shan. And it's funny when I get Instagram notifications from her because we talk back and forth a lot. They'll go, Smilishan 1000 says, because it's like an automated AI voice. Anyway, she really hates this and struggles to get through it, so I always think of her. I don't dislike it as much as she does, but I think it has a bourbon note and maybe a caramel note. There is a warmth to it. I don't mind it, but yeah, she really doesn't like it. I have Fall Feeling. This lasted forever. I couldn't believe how outstanding performer this was. Blood orange, sugared cranberry, juniper sprigs, sparkling clove. Just not a scent appeal type scent for me. But man, so long lasting. Really a good one. If you like that one, hopefully you put it in your club. All right, we have 2 Pixie Sparkle. This is a flat bottom on both. Very tinted probably because of the heavy vanilla in here. So the notes in this are sparkling strawberry, vanilla marshmallow, breezy blush amber. So this is an example of an amber that I do enjoy. This is a very juvenile kid scent. I would warm this in bedrooms. That's personally where I would warm this and where I did warm it. So I warmed it here in our bedroom here. I warmed it in the boys' bedroom. I think I warmed it in Erica's bedroom. I warmed it all over. All right, another one that I have 2 of. I have 2 hazelnut frosting. This is a former club scent for me. They're both flat bottoms. I removed them from my club because I was getting flat bottoms. I was getting annoyed, and I had to make cuts. I do really enjoy this scent. It's a beautiful frosting with a little hint of a nuttiness. Now, hazelnuts have skin on them, and you really have to get rid of the skin. And it's such a pain in the, you know what? Because what happens is the skin turns bitter. So you have to kind of toast them and then try to rub all the skins off and then use them. It's kind of a pain. But I liked it in this. So the notes on hazelnut frosting, hazelnut creme, golden vanilla, hint of ginger. That ginger is not something that is a turn off for me. It works really well in here. Another frosting, we have apple butter frosting. Can you tell the kind of things that I like? A lot of cream colored waxes this month. So apple butter frosting is a club wax for me. It's cinnamon spiced apples and vanilla buttercream, and it is so nice. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's a girl on Instagram that I follow. I don't remember her name. It might be Mama J Ray, and she's a middle-class family of 5 kids maybe, and she makes her husband's lunch and she makes dinner. And during the video, she always goes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I feel like I'm adopting some of her sayings. If you watch her, let me know. She's funny. I have a Hollow Harvest. This is from the Gordy Goodness wax collection. I call it the Gordon Ramsay wax collection. The notes on this are smoked embers, vanilla bean, pumpkin. I did warm the last 3 cubes of this in Erica's room, and it's really nice. There's a little bit of an incense note that when I first warmed it, I was like, eh. And the second time I warmed it, I appreciated it more. Would it be one that I would reach for and want to warm often? No. But I guess it's important to always give scents another visit. That's why it's nice sometimes. I don't rush through a bar and make a judgment. Maybe I warm 5 cubes and set the bar aside for a month or 2 or 3. Now, some people aren't comfortable doing that. It drives them crazy or whatever. I don't mind doing it myself, but then you kind of come around to some of those scents. At least I do. Good bedroom scent, even probably good for an open area that you just want a low level, chill, relax kind of scent. Really nice. And it lasts a long time. All right, one of my club scents, and people are eager to see this come back and bring back my bar, is Woolly Slippers. I use this a lot as a marshmallow mixer because there's marshmallow, vanilla, and sugared lavender. And the sugared lavender is minimal for me. It's there, and it does change the scent. But it's not so much that I can't mix it with other things. So say if I want something that's more of a bright, how do I say this? Say I want something to mix with, but I don't want a buttery rich tone that I might get from vanilla bean buttercream or sugar cookie. I want more of a pure vanilla marshmallow tone, then I would pick this. Even if it's food related, this mixes well for me with food related items because I don't get a ton of the sugared lavender. It does make it its own scent, but I don't get a ton of it that I need to warm this just in the bedroom or whatever. I use this in the bedrooms. I use this as a mixer for certain scents. Now, if this does end up coming back and you hate it because I've made it sound a certain way, I apologize. I just really like it. All right. That's the problem. When you do YouTube videos, sometimes people hold what you say to, that's what the way it is. Like, there are many opinions in life. We all have a different opinion, so watch lots of videos, get an overall feel, and always form your own opinion. Sometimes the hardest thing is when everybody seems to like something, like maraschino sugar cookie, and you don't, and you feel like, is there something wrong with me? Why don't I like it? Or you like something and everybody hates it, and you're like, okay, now I feel like a loser. But it doesn't matter. It's just wax, right? It's fun. All right, let's talk about Disgust Turning Green. I warmed this in Erica's room. I think I warmed this on Oscar the Grouch Day. So this one has notes of Granny Smith apple, spun sugar, and lime. So lasted maybe a day and a half at the most in her room. Starts off really nice and then kind of fizzles, so not a repurchase. Another Patricia type of scent, Birthday Wishes. This was from the Moment by Moment wax collection, which I really enjoyed, but some of the scents were on the lighter side. But this was probably one of my favorite collections that Scentsy has done. So, Birthday Wishes is rainbow, sugar sprinkles, cake batter, whipped vanilla. I love it, just wish it was stronger. I like those kind of scents in my bedroom because it's a lighter bakery. I can smell it better in a smaller space. I have Jack's Obsession. This is a 2020 flat bottom, as was Birthday Wishes. And this is, I think it's apple, cloves, and cinnamon. It's a scent that I think every member of my family enjoys. So I think I have a list going of the top 5 scents from my husband, Erica, and I don't know if I'm going to include mine because it's hard to kind of decide. But I'm actually struggling with Ryan because he likes so many scents, but I think I have about 3 on my list, and I'm going to ask him the other one. So Ryan really likes this scent as well. Just One Bite, another flat bottom. This was a juicy bar, and this was from October of 2020. This has notes of apple, Forest Woods Warm Cinnamon Black Molasses. I wrote Forest Woods. I don't think that's a note. It's probably just in the description. But this is a molasses underlying toned scent, which differentiates it from apple s'mores, apple spice season, those other apple scents that are in that same family. This is its own scent, but really enjoyable. I think I have 2 left, and I'm working hard to finish my flat bottoms. I think I have a goal for me to finish them by like April or something. I think I have like 94 flat bottom bars to go. So yes, I do have a problem. If you're new to my channel, I have a wax addiction. All right, we have French Kiss. This was from June of 2021. Bring back my bar, flat bottom. This is sweet fig, coconut pulp, exotic cedar, and caramel. And I really enjoyed the heck out of this. It's not one that I love, and I remember gifting one to Canada Kim, thinking it was really along her vibe, but this is a great, beautiful bedroom scent, so very, very nice. Enjoyed that a lot. Another one that I warmed that I haven't warmed in a long time, and I just got a text from the dental office, so hopefully everything's okay. But I have My Wish, and this one has earthy fig, sweet marshmallow, and earthy fig, sweet violet, and marshmallow. So good. I hadn't warmed this in so long. I'm like, sweet, what's it called? My Wish, But I was like, oh, love it so much. So nice. I think Hannah Blazin, who we haven't seen videos from her in a long time, I think she said it reminds her of a Cabbage Patch doll face. And even though it does, it is just so much more than that. It's so good. I love it. I think I have 2 more bars, and I'm going to cherish those. And they're unfortunately flat bottom, so my goal is to work through them. I have a sweet plum pastry. Speaking of, we talked about this earlier in the video. This one has notes of black plum, toasted coconut, and marshmallow cloud. It reminds me of the plum juices on a puff pastry, and the plum juices are kind of overflowing, and they burn just a little bit on the edge, or they get that like crispy edge, because you definitely get that lean in this scent. It's a very deep, rich, heavy plum, but I love it. It's on the sweet side for me. Love it, love it, love it. And this one is the churro that you want to go with. However, it's not overly strong, which is my only complaint. It is churro. This is in my club. Baked pastry, cinnamon sugar, so good. It's another Patricia vanilla-based scent that I just enjoy. Cinnamon sugar is minimal. I just got another text from my dental office, so I better see what's going on. All right, let's finish up with some testers, and then I'll do the question of the month, and I'll see what kind of dilemma they're going through. We have Sharp Dressed Man. I just want to let you know, I couldn't find the notes for these, but I didn't look very hard because I put these in the bathroom warmer, and they didn't throw very well at all. Even sticking my head over the warmer, very minimal throw. Now, these are probably 2014, 2015-ish, so that's probably why, and one of them was really hard to get out of the tester. It was a weird consistency. They didn't smell bad, they just really didn't have a lot of smell. I have Apple Cherry Strudel, another one that most people love, most people smell very well, and then they say it's gone. It's Granny Smith Apple, slow down Patricia, Cherry Vanilla Drizzle. I just can't smell this, and it's so frustrating because everyone's like, it's so good, and I'm like, I can't smell it. So if you have any scents that you can't smell that everybody raves about, put them down below. We can share in our misery. All right, Black Currant and Plum. I warmed these 2 testers plus 2 cubes from a bar. I warmed them here in my bedroom-bathroom combination. So good. This bedroom-bathroom combination does very well with most scents. Like it's probably the spot in the apartment that I can smell things very well, even if they're on the lighter side. So this one did very well. It is a lighter scent, a really beautiful bedroom scent because it has a little bit of a perfumey lean. All right, so before I go and see what the trouble is at the office, I want you to let me know your answer to my question of the month. Now, there's 2 parts, and we're talking bricks and we're talking scents of the season. But the thing that ties them together is my question. My question for you is, for both collections, would you rather mostly pre-existing wax bars or mostly new bars? Or maybe I'll give you my answer and then we'll see what you guys say. But for bricks, I would prefer 2 to 3 bricks that are top sellers for the season or in past seasons, and maybe 2 to 3 new bricks. And scents of the season, I would prefer to have more newness with only a couple returning. But I feel like this year Scentsy did like 5 new brick scents, which I prefer to have more that I know, that people know and feel comfortable taking a risk with. In Scents of the Season, where they're bars, I'm okay with a new scent there because, you know, they're bars. But if you have Scentsy Club, obviously you can get your bricks in bar size. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully the question makes sense. If you're going to have new scents, do you prefer them in Scents of the Season, or do you prefer them in the brick size, or does it matter to you? Elaborate down in the comments below. I'll join in and see what you guys think. So thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. If you're new to my channel and you like Scentsy related videos or wax videos in general, please subscribe. And if you like the video, hit the like button. It does help get the video out and help me reach more people in the YouTube algorithm world. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.